To prepare for real-world missions, you need specific skill sets that you can employ against the enemy. And to do that, you have to first learn the task, then you have to repeat that task over and over again.
Just like a football team would practice all week to play on Sunday, you wouldn't expect that football team to go out there and play without practicing. Well, our practices are aerial training that we do every day.
If we don't practice them on a regular basis, they diminish quickly and we're not as effective as a fighting force.
Realistic training, that's the only training we're going to see before we step out the door and go to actual combat.
It's very important the way we train when we fight so we're proficient and we can be safe at what we do.
Fight the way you train, train the way you fight.
We want to have the best trained pilots in the world.
This airplane you see behind me, the A-10, is incredibly complex to fly, and for someone to be inexperienced, to have relatively few flying hours in it, and to be able to take that airplane and go to war with it, that person needs to train on a regular basis.
For the inexperienced guys, giving them the opportunity to train specifically to what our squadron does, what our unit does.
It allows a knowledge to be passed and a certain skill set to be passed from the much more senior, experienced aircrew to the less senior, less experienced aircrew.
It's a time to season them and get them developed, build their tool bag.
He needs multiple sorties each month. He needs multiple sorties in a complex environment.
And what that does for, say, an inexperienced person would be to give that person what we call SA, situational awareness.
Situational awareness is probably the #1 factor in maintaining safety, particularly in a combat environment.
And for the experienced guys, it keeps them up to speed and keeps them at a higher level of readiness.
Maintain their currency and to maintain their proficiency.
His skills are also perishable, and you have to keep those sharp.
And stay on the tip of the spears, we may say, so I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. We could get called in the Air National Guard and 3 days be overseas somewhere in some type of contingency.